Hello, you're welcome once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Beatrice. Thank you for coming around. This is the space for you self-improvement, self-development, reinvention in areas of marriage, parenting, career, health, finances, lifestyle, and anything in between. If that's the kind of content that you would be interested in, please consider subscribing, comment, like, share this video, and let's grow together. Today we're going to be talking about a very pertinent topic in the life of marriage or in the life of a married person. Signs or warning signs that your marriage could be under danger. Many of us get married not hoping that there is going to be a day when we'll ever feel any different to our spouses. We promise them heaven and earth, we do our vows, we promise them a happily ever after, only for things to take certain turns within the marriage. And so if these things are not looked at and dealt with, your marriage could be over anytime. All right, if your marriage has any of these signs that we're going to be discussing today, please endeavor so much, okay, to work upon them, because some of the ways we can work upon these things have already, there have videos that I will be putting some links up here. Please work on your marriage. Otherwise, these signs are showing that your marriage could be over any minute soon. And the first thing that we're going to be talking about today is lack of intimacy. You know it very well on this channel that we've already talked about intimacy, types of intimacy. Well, one of the things that go away or fade away is the fading intimacy, and so this in turn causes you people to be apart. All right, so this fading intimacy is one of the signs that your marriage is in total danger. Because why is it in danger? People in marriage are supposed to be intimate, are supposed to be working together. And one of the intimacies, because we know we've learned about types of intimacies here, and so one of the intimacy levels is that of the sexual intimacy, when your partner no longer has interest in your sex. That could lead to a divorce or a separation. That is a warning sign that your marriage is under siege. Okay, if you have any of those problems, please consider watching this video so that you can solve this problem. I believe that by you watching this video, you're interested in working on your marriage. You feel like, let me see if these are the signs that are in my marriage so that I can find a solution. On this channel, you'll find all types of solutions. So if you've watched this far, please subscribe and let us grow together. All right. The other sign that your marriage is under danger is when you no longer want to spend time together with your spouse. You're always running away from spending time with them. Either you're a husband and you come back very late because you don't want to deal with your wife in any way, or you're a wife and you always take covers. You feel like, I don't want to spend time with my spouse. That is one of the signs that your marriage is under danger. It's common for lovers to always feel like they need recreation together with their spouses, but if you find yourself that you are avoiding your spouse to take them out or to be together in any way, even at home, that means you're either running away because you don't want their presence, or you don't even have what to talk about. So this is a sign that your marriage is in danger and you need to look out and work out on your marriage. The other sign, if you're constantly feeling exhausted, like you're constantly feeling this exhaustion that leads to aggressiveness, that even the mere opening of the mouth of your spouse, you feel like, I cannot deal with her. You're constantly in each other's presence. There is this sort of energy of aggressiveness, attack. Just know your marriage is in great danger. When you're faced with continuous anger towards your spouse and you're always in defense, like you're always on a defensive mechanism, you don't want to listen to what their issue is, know that your marriage is in great danger, because you can't deal with anything without being able to communicate. Okay, if you're constantly feeling angry towards your spouse, you need to seek advice, you need to seek counsel, you need to seek help. Your marriage is in great danger. The other sign that your marriage could be under danger is when you're constantly disrespecting each other, whether it is their decision, their value, their integrity, you're disrespecting their contribution. Your marriage could be over very soon, because your partner in return is going to feel like they're unappreciated. So disrespect is a very, very bad sign, and it shows that your marriage could be over anytime soon. And so it is important for you to seek for help. If that disrespect goes even in terms of being physical, when someone becomes physically violent, that in turn also, that is an aggravated side of disrespect. When you even subconsciously cannot respect your spouse, when you are always dismissive, you know someone talks to you, but in your mind you're dismissing their argument, you're dismissing what they're talking to you about, that is very disrespectful, and you need to find time to work on that. There's also a video that I did about disrespect in marriage and how to deal with it. So it is very important for you to look at this video, watch it, and look at how we deal with disrespect. Okay, another thing is when there is no respectful communication. When there's no respectful communication, my dear, my sister, my brother, your marriage could be over anytime soon. You need help as much as you can, and you need help if you're truly interested in working out your marriage. Marriage is like a glass. It can break any minute. Today it's there, tomorrow it's no more. If these signs keep cropping or keep growing, and people in question, the partners, are not even willing to work upon them, then it's very, very bad. So lack of respectful communication, when people communicate in a manner that is disrespectful to one another, like you talk to your spouse anyhow you want, that is a sign that your marriage could be over anytime soon. If whenever your spouse is speaking to you or giving their opinion, it provokes you to quarrel, or it provokes you to be angry, if any of their communication is in a way of being aggressive, that is a sign that your marriage is in danger and you need to work on your communication. The other sign that your marriage is in danger is when you lack trust. Trust is a major ingredient in founding or making a marriage work. If you feel like you don't have trust for your spouse, you're always questioning their whereabouts, you're always questioning what's on their phone, you're always not sure of whether they are telling the truth, your marriage is in danger and could be over very soon. You need to work on this. And this issue of lack of trust, it could be that the trust was broken at some point. The person whose trust was broken needs to work on finding a foundation that rebuilds this trust. And then you need to do it together. Building trust cannot be done by only one person. Both the affected and the one that has offended need to come into conclusion to build this trust back. If you find yourself in a relationship or in a marriage where you cannot trust your spouse, trust me, your marriage could be over anytime soon. And it's important for you to work on trust and to build on your trust. There's a video on this channel already about trust. Please work on your trust to see that your marriage can work. If you have watched this far, I'm very sure that you're interested in seeing that your marriage work. And if you're the kind of person, this is a channel for you, because we are all about successful marriages. We are all about founding happy marriages. So subscribe, comment, like, share this video to as many people as always or as possible. The other point I'm going to be talking about is whenever you envision yourself with another person, like you're in your marriage, but you're envisioning a future without your spouse. You're envisioning a future with another person. It could be a crush that you're having apparently, or someone that you're dating outside your marriage. Whatever you're doing that is making you feel like this person is no longer of value, is no longer an important factor in your marriage. You feel like you can do away with them. You feel your future, when you close your eyes like this, your future, you don't see your husband in it, or you don't see your wife in it. Your marriage is in danger. And you, my brother, my sister, if you're still interested in that marriage, it's time to work on it. If you don't work on it, then it means that you are allowing this to break your marriage. Because very time soon, you'll end up with that person that you're envisioning yourself with, or you'll end up without your spouse like you're envisioning it. Emotional cheating. In your marriage, if you find yourself that you're cheating on your spouse emotionally, what do I mean? You're constantly texting another person in a manner that your spouse would not approve of. If you're constantly confiding in other people other than your spouse, that means, my brother, my sister, your marriage is not, it's there, but it's breaking anytime soon. Like I always say on this channel, marriage is so fragile, my dear. Today you left a wife home or a husband home. Tomorrow you may be separated by just this. Just imagine your spouse finds such a text. If they are not strong-hearted, and they will not settle for that, your marriage can be over very soon. And if you're a person who is interested in your marriage to fail, then continue with the texting, in confiding with other people. But if you're interested in working on your marriage, please stop. This is a sign that you are not in good terms with your spouse. Your spouse is supposed to be the #1 person that you confide in, that you find happiness in. So emotional cheating is one of the signs that your marriage could be over anytime soon. Okay, so your marriage is in danger. Stop the cheating, stop whatever you're talking to with the other person, and run and start confiding within your spouse. If you like to your spouse, you come third, you're not a priority, you're the last person to know about anything going on in their lives, you're the last person to know about any plans, you need to seek help. Otherwise your marriage could be over in a twinkle of an eye. Whenever you tell your spouse about anything, any vision, any advice, they don't look at your contribution as something. Okay, dismiss your contributions. This could mean that you don't have value before them, and this is a very bad sign. My brother, my sister, husband, wife out there, you need to be a person who is the primary person in your spouse's life. If you feel like you're inferior, you're secondary, then your marriage could be over very soon. Try as much as possible to fix it. Last and not least, if you're in a marriage and you feel like you don't want to work upon it, that is a sign that your marriage could be over very soon. Because if the other person is willing to work, and maybe they have been working hard to see that this marriage works, and for you feel like, no, it doesn't, I don't have to work upon it, there is that constant discord between you and your husband or you and your wife, your marriage is in great danger, and you need to fix that also. Constantly feeling like you don't need to work on your marriage, you realize the problems there but you don't want to work on them, means that you're just finding a way out. You're finding the other option to not working on your marriage or on your danger signs is for you to move out. It means that anytime soon you could be over. So those are some of the things I've managed to talk about today, about the signs that are in our marriages, or if you're in such a marriage that look like that, please, you need to find help. Marriage is supposed to be blissful, though not all the time, but all the signs we've talked about. You cannot be living in such a life and you think that you have a marriage. You have a box, you have an image, but you don't have a real marriage. Real marriage is supposed to be people working together, because the Bible says that a house that divides against itself will fall. It cannot stand. So it's important for you to work on your marriage. So thank you for watching. Till next time, I'm Beatrice. Bye.